Good afternoon. If anybody asks me a question, how do you feel at this moment? Any guesses for the answer? I feel great, I feel proud. Why do I feel proud? I have before me 90 faces of Saudi leaders who came to my program over the last 2 years and are now committing their heart and their mind to give their best to raise the competitiveness of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. There can be nothing more joyful in the life of a teacher. I'm very grateful to all of you. Thank you very much. I would also like to take this opportunity to share with you that not only we have the 90 leaders who attended the Saudi Oxford Advanced Management Leadership Program, we also have leaders who are sitting there. The tables don't carry the tag alumni because they're still doing a program called SOPL. It's called Saudi Oxford Program for Education Leadership. These are the policy makers from the public education. These are the people who are designing, directing, supervising the future and the destiny of this great country. Because they are laying down the life foundations of the citizens of not only the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, but also the world. Let us wish them a successful completion of their learning journey, which started in Oxford in October and still continues. And they're at the moment working on a series of programs and initiatives that would help in improving the quality of the school education. We wish you all the best in your journeys. Excellencies, colleagues, and friends, Deborah mentioned a very interesting word, the journey. Indeed, evolution of societies, evolution of institutions, evolution of leadership, these are processes which never come to an end. These are journeys. Societies evolve over millenniums. Human civilization has been evolving for many millenniums. Institutions evolve for decades, for centuries. Leadership evolves from the early childhood days until we take the joy of the retirement, and then we drift into the public space and start delivering a non-corporate kind of a value in the form of social service. So I would like to take you through the journey of the SOMLP. It all started on a very cold winter morning, 6th December, when 3 visionaries, or let me say 2 visionaries because I don't want to include myself, His Excellency Ahmad Dabbagh, the governor of Sharjah, Abdullah Rakis, the chairman of North Development Program, which is the philanthropy platform of the Rakisa Holdings, and Oxford University, represented by myself and my dean, predecessor of Andrew White, Gay Haskins. We met in London, and we all decided that we need to add the flavor of leadership into the great work that Sharjah is doing. I must say, the best of the decision human beings made happened in the shortest possible time. It was a very sharp, efficient meeting. However, Oxford is a very complicated institution. When you evolve for 800 years, you don't do things in a simple way. The foundations were laid in 2007, and then we said we need at least 1 year to design and develop this program, because we did not want to offer a off-the-shelf program for the Saudi kingdom. We wanted to ensure that every single teacher who walks into the class understand the Saudi culture, the Saudi challenges that the institutions and the leaders face. So we wrote case studies. We had hundreds of interviews. We had some very, I would say, complex standards and criteria for the selection of the participants, and it all paid off. Between December 2007 and February 2009, we did a lot of development work, and this development work goes on and on and on. So, Saudi Oxford Advanced Management Leadership Program is a highly customized program. It addresses the leadership challenges faced by the government bodies, the public bodies, the corporate institutions, and the leaders who are responsible for delivering the products and services and the welfare function to the Saudi society. Another very important aspect of this program is, as I said before, a very sophisticated criteria of selection, which means that our participants bring a huge degree of wealth of experience in the class. And this is complemented by the presence of great leaders from Saudi Arabia, many of them, don't have time to mention the name. They come and bring the live situations in the class, and then everybody sits and explore the ways to overcome some of these dilemmas. In the development of the cases and the research, we have received huge amount of support and commitment from the corporate leader and the government leaders. I would also like to share with you the thought that though we are in the third year of the SOMLP, we are still running. We don't believe in status quo, as Deborah mentioned. We started a series of new research initiatives. We are now trying to look into the executive education needs of the leaders in a more in-depth sense, because from the Saudi Oxford Advanced Management and Leadership Program, we have spun off many new initiatives. I would like to quickly mention about those. One of the important initiatives is called the Saudi Oxford Leadership Portal for lifelong learning. We don't want that our alumni should be left to their own devices. Of course, we want their capacity to think, but we also want them to remain as part of a digital community and a lifelong living entity, so that all the members of the SOMLP class, once they finish the program, go to the leadership portal and they start interacting with each other. A second initiative is called the Saudi Oxford Oxford Think Tank. This is an entity where we are going to draw on the expertise of the alumni to have dialogues and discussions on some of the important challenges that the society faces. And of course, series of leadership programs for leaders in the higher education, leaders in the public education, and leaders in the civil service. So you will hear a great deal of us in the future, and we will create a huge level of excitement. Now, in doing all this, I must say that it's a great partnership which makes it happen. We have some very interesting ways of working together, and we are learning. Everybody is learning in the process, because there's a huge cross-cultural bridge that we have crossed. There's a huge learning gap that I had to fill myself in order to be able to direct these programs, and I feel absolutely delighted. Therefore, what I would like to do is that on behalf of all the alumni of the Saudi Oxford Advanced Management and Leadership Program and the Leadership Program for the School Education, recognize and celebrate the great contribution made by our partners. I would like to request Andrew White to share some memories of the Oxford with His Excellency Ahmad Abag and with Chairman Abdullah Rakis. Thank you, Abdullah. Thank you very much to all of you. Thank you.